day said that they would be looking at this issue was an issue of mismanagement. Well, I would like to stand here and reconfirm the elders' words that when there is mismanagement in this country, they don't shut down the legislature. When there is mismanagement in Canada, they don't shut down Parliament. When there is mismanagement in any of the universities, they do not shut them down, but they have the nerve to try and shut down First Nations University, and I say shame to the province of the
Shame!
Right now, the debt, and this was a very good student of the past. Premier Brad Wow worked with Grant Devine. At that time, they put the province in a hole. We're still paying for it at $500 million a year. $500 million you can't use to cut back tuition costs. $500 million you cannot use for new programming at the universities. $500 million that could build roads and also the better health system in this province. So my friends of First Nations University, they cannot be pointing a finger at First Nations University. They have a lot to say about their own mismanagement. It is absolutely, to me, it is one of the worst examples of colonialism in Canadian history. Last year, the Prime Minister said there was no colonialism in Canada.
Boo!
And I must say that this is one of the worst examples of modern colonialism I've ever seen in the history of Canada. When we had our veterans go and fight and die for this country, they went overseas and liberated many countries in Europe. They came back, and what we heard the elders saw was they met with racism and colonialism when they come back. Our veterans fought against colonialism. They had the vision and the dream, not only to become strong students, but to become faculty. By the early 70s, they talked about Indian control of Indian education. It's been a 40-year history. And yet today, these people have the gumption to destroy what the dream and the vision of the elders and the veterans were. To me, I say, shame. Shame. So with that, there are many other speakers coming. I would say this in closing. When I read the treatise as a student, as a PhD student in history, when they made the residential schools, they said that we are going to take the people as far away from the influence of the wigwam. And they made that colonization and racist statement in the past on disrespect to our culture and languages. And when indeed we see that indeed the symbol of First Nations University today with the veterans is the teepee, and we see that strong symbol, we know that we have to fight along with the students. The students made me strong, the students made me proud. They stood strong. They not only talk about treaty rights and the treaty right to education, they put action behind their words. That is why I feel strongly about it. So with that, in an ask of it now, let's unite and keep on working to make sure that First Nation students keep on working on their vision so that the children that we see here and the grandchildren will have the first-class institution that First Nations universities out of age.
All right.